Well, in Zaragoza we start from a very favorable position, as we already have a very sustainable modal distribution of mobility. 50% of the movements are pedestrian, 25% are by public transport, 5% is cycling and the rest is private mobility in a car. Therefore, private mobility in a private vehicle is much lower than in other cities. But even so, we must continue to make progress. And the main commitment of the government team is to make our public transport, which is the most sustainable transport for urban travel, zero emissions. We have taken the decision to transform the fleets and never again to buy any bus that is not zero emissions. Therefore, we have modified the contract. We have managed to take steps to electrify the depots and that the next 68 buses to be purchased will be electric buses. They will come into operation from 2022, in the second half of 2022. And that is the most important decision we could take as a city to achieve savings of up to 620,000 tons of CO2 over the life of the buses. But after these first 68 buses will know the various renovations that will continue to be made until the 320 buses we have in circulation. With the transformation and the commitment to transform the fleets of public transport and urban buses to zero emissions, to be electric, we are pioneers together with Madrid, betting heavily on this decision. It is the most relevant and most important mode of mobility in any city, and we are pioneers in undertaking this transformation so quickly and so radically. Given that we are not going to have any more hybrid or combustion buses in our city. This, together with the fact that we have the largest transport network of cycle lanes in the city and that we are going to continue to make progress in cycling mobility, means that we have a city where almost 75% of journeys will be sustainable in a very short time. Zaragoza achieved in 2020 that 50% of the waste was recycled. This was the target set by the European Union and it was difficult to achieve. And to give us an idea, the Spanish average is 33% and the European average is 45%. Therefore, in Zaragoza we are doing a very good job in the first phase of the circular economy, which is separating and recycling waste. From there, we will continue to make progress. We have to continue to increase that percentage, but above all we also have to recover waste and give it a second life so that we really close the circle. A good example is our project Forest of the Zaragozans, where not only are we carrying out a participatory reforestation project throughout the city, but also before these tree plantations what we are going to do is to improve the quality of the soil with the compost that has been generated with organic matter from all the residents who have separated their organic waste. And for example, also in Zaragoza, we have just achieved, with European funds, the first biorefinery for plastic waste that will allow us to obtain a greater value and that all the recycling that has been done of plastics will have a second life, thanks to the fact that there is a process of recovery and conservation that will allow us to reuse them in high-quality products with a high value. It is an investment of more than 15 million euros that will really allow us to be an example at a national level and to continue moving in this direction. These are two examples, but we continue to work on many projects that will allow us to integrate the circular economy into the management of the city. Society in general demands a commitment on the part of institutions and companies to projects that care for the planet, projects that care for sustainability. And the fight against climate change is really an emergency. So the future will be a sustainable future and a green future. All these projects that are going to focus on Zaragoza and that are going to see in Zaragoza that we have the doors open to projects related to sustainability, are going to generate an ecosystem of joint interest, both in attracting talent, young talent, committed to the environment, that is going to see in Zaragoza a place to work, where there are new opportunities because there are new companies related to caring for the environment and sustainability that generate new job opportunities, and furthermore, a city in which people live with a high quality of life and with which the health of the planet and the health of the people who live here is taken care of.